Hi everybody, welcome to School of Scarlett. Today I have an energy update for the month of June. So it's actually already into June right now. Today is June 3rd and I'm sensing the energies around June now as they're coming in, and I'm feeling a lot of energy for June 4th. So I'm going to be sharing with you here today some powerful themes that are coming around June and what you're going to be experiencing and why June 4th is so significant. So today I was kind of out here in the morning cleaning up in the garden. I had a big branch come down from a tree back there and I was harvesting onions again. I was just doing a whole lot of different things. So I was really taking in the energies as I was being grounded to the earth. And so what I was feeling for the first theme that was coming through is that we're not so much, having to do things because we have something wrong with us. It's more about choosing ourselves. So what I was sensing is that the collective is almost sick and tired of believing the theme that something is wrong with us. The kind of marketplace of self-improvement, that we're kind of tired of that. We've come to a new level of consciousness where we're seeing ourselves as whole and complete and more in a state of remembering rather than something's wrong with us and we need to fix this. So many of us have been awakening in the last few months, maybe in the last few years, maybe in the last decade. And what's coming together now is that whether you've been awakening in the last few weeks or the months or the years or the decades, everyone is coming to a sense of consciousness that there's nothing really inherently wrong with you. Everything that you thought were flaws, anything that you thought were things that needed to be fixed or wrong with you, are actually nothing wrong with you. It's just the process, the unfolding of our lives and how they unfold in different ways. And whatever flaws you saw in yourself, you're starting to shift that and you're starting to see the beauty in anything that is different from another, because we are all infinite beings expressing infinite realities and infinite looks in this reality. We all look different. We all behave differently. We all have different personalities. We all have different ways of being. And that's why you're seeing the theme of authenticity coming up everywhere you look, because we're wanting and yearning to see the truth within each being, whether it's very ugly, meaning that we think it's ugly or we think that it's been hard for them. We want to hear their stories. We want to see them as they truly are. We want the rawness to come through. And we're not wanting to see the masks anymore, the perfect, models online, or, people that are, masking themselves in many ways. We're looking more for that rawness in everything. And so we're being called within our own being, as that is just a mirror, to really share that with others, to be ourselves, to be comfortable in our own skin, to see ourselves as whole and complete and not needing to really change anything. So that is a very strong theme. What I was sensing as I was saying I was working in the garden and all these different things is that what was coming through was like an image of a car. So with a car might break down and it needs to be fixed, and parts need to be changed out and repaired. And that was actually something we were working on this weekend. We were working on my daughter's car, getting it ready. She's taking her driving test, and there was a few things that we needed to get fixed on it. And so we were working on that, and I think that's why this theme was coming through. It's not that there's something really wrong, like there can be with a car where you have to look up a new part, you have to really completely change something, but it's more as like a garden. So today in the garden, this message kind of came through full circle, that it's not that we need to change out parts. It's not that we need to go to the mechanic. It's not that we need to go to something outside of ourselves. It's that we are the garden and we are already here, and all that we need is to take in the sunlight, take in the oxygen, take in, everything around us, the environment, take in the love. Whatever that speaks to you right now, you are the garden. There's nothing inherently wrong with the garden. We don't need to seek any real help out. We just need to water it. We need to take care of it. We need to listen to it and see what it needs. Does the soil feel like it's dry? It needs more water. It's just natural. They're natural things that are happening. There's nothing inherently wrong that if we don't, go out there and fix it and, get therapy or get this or that something's going to totally fall apart. Life will keep redirecting you in many different ways so that you can grow, so that you can flourish. So that's what I was sensing coming through for that theme. And I was really sensing the theme of choosing yourself. So anywhere life shows you something that might, trigger you to put on a mask, or might trigger you to not be authentically yourself, or to silence yourself and not speak your voice or your truth, you're being called right now and from this day on forward to choose yourself. There's been a humongous shift happen. Like I say, in the collective, there's been people that have been awakening, like I say, for decades, for years, for months, and for weeks, and for days. And it doesn't matter the length of time you've been awakening. This moment right now, everyone has come to this awareness. And what's happening is we're beginning to have to choose ourselves. And anytime we're out of alignment with that from this day forward, it's going to feel very, very bad within the body. You're going to feel nervous system issues. You're going to feel the anxiety, the heart palpitations, pain in the body. You're going to really, really feel it, because all of the energies, everything is coming together and starting to mirror this in every aspect of life. So starting today, and especially tomorrow, you may be triggered by the people in your life, by your job, by the situations that you put yourself in, by anything. You could be going to the grocery store and something could happen there, and you're going to be triggered in a way to choose yourself. This isn't something bad. This isn't something to attack you. This isn't something to set you back. It's not a bad energy, demonic, nothing like that. It's everything but love. It's love itself triggering you back to choosing yourself. So you're going to be triggered in some way. Something's going to happen, and you're going to have to speak up, speak your truth. You're going to have to show yourself fully. You're going to have to do something to choose yourself. And this is just a little exercise for you to really bring you into choosing yourself from here on out. And once you really go past the fear of choosing yourself, if it becomes fearful for you, you're going to be freed of it. So you may still be holding on to some aspects of yourself that are, ashamed, that are maybe shy, that are maybe, inhibited in a way. And you're not so sure of being fully you because you're not sure how you're going to be accepted. Maybe you've been told you're too much. Maybe you've been told you're too emotional. Whatever you've been told has made you feel as though you can't share all of you. And you're being called today and definitely tomorrow and from here on out to continue to choose yourself over anything that this reality is showing you. And this reality is truly an illusion, just projecting things back to you so that you choose yourself. So the second theme today, and I wrote it down here, is not to create out of desperation. So the other theme that was coming through was that we're in this state of creating right now. And you may be kind of leaning towards, you want to create this business, you want to create this maybe this creative feature, music, maybe you want to do something that is new for you. And so you're creating something, whatever that happens to be. You check in with yourself. And what you're being called to do is not to create out of desperation. If you're coming to create something and it's like you don't have any money left, and so you're very desperate to make a sale, to do this, to do that. If you feel that energy of desperation, back up. Create yourself more of a safe feeling behind everything, or begin to acknowledge that you have everything here and now, energetically, whether you have it or not, but get back into the energy where you feel free, where you don't feel desperate for anything, where you don't feel like you have to have something or some outcome come out a certain way. Do it from a playful nature, almost like a child. You're going to go out and play. You're going to go out and create this thing, and it's like you're playing. It doesn't really matter how it turns out. You just want to do it. So when we create from that energy, we have a much more aligned energy to really getting back what we are putting out. So if we're putting out desperation, we're really going to get desperation back, and we're going to be in a loop of experiencing situations where we feel desperate for whatever. And if we put out an energy of peace, of love, of excitement, of abundance, then we're going to get that back. So we want to make sure that whatever we're creating, it's not coming out of desperation. Okay, the third and final theme that I'm going to talk about here today is really a conscious yes And really, when we're going to go see a no, it's going to be a very empowered no. So we're taking this step of now making our choices very, very consciously. So where our yes is conscious and our no is an empowered no. So this month you're going to have a lot of different things. Again, they could be triggers, they could just be situations that are happening where you're going to be called to say no. And for lots of us, saying no has been scary. You know, we've been either a people pleaser, or we've been people that have wanted to expand ourselves and hold as much as we can and juggle all of the balls in the air. And we're being called to say no now, to really take a step back and really look at the whole picture and consciously choose our yeses and choose our no's. And those no's should really empower us. They shouldn't really make us feel shameful or little. They should empower us to feel like we said no to that because that doesn't align with us, or that's not something we want to do. So when we say no, we actually come out feeling empowered rather than feeling shame. Oh, we said no. It makes us look like we can't do it. What would they think? So it's a different energy. Do you see what I'm saying? And the conscious yes. We're going to have, things come into reality through, our creativity, the endeavors that we want to do. We're going to be handed a lot of different opportunities coming here soon, and you're going to see a lot of abundance in your life, but you're going to have to choose your yeses. Do you want to go with this business partner? Do you want to do this endeavor? Do you want to put out these sales? How do you want to do it? So your yeses should be empowered. Who you say yes to matters. So take a step back and really consciously choose what's in your heart. Check in with your intuition and in your heart, and remember who you are. So whatever you're, saying yes to and no to, come to it from a total state of wholeness, of knowing the I am, of knowing the power that you have and hold within you. So if all this is sounding good to you and you'd like to return back to yourself, possibly you're very much resonating with this message, but you still feel as though, you'd like to connect with someone and go through a one-on-one coaching program or something like that, I want to offer you that right here and now. I am putting out a 4-week coaching program, and we're beginning June 11th around your schedule. It's a one-on-one schedule where we meet together. And so this is a very unique offering. So if you're being called to this, you're going to want to go ahead and email me now, and just in the subject line write I am ready, and let's go ahead and get you in there. This is not about self-improvement. This is not about finding what's wrong. It's about empowering you. And the whole title of my coaching program is Return to Yourself. You want to return to the wholeness of who you are, that has all life force energy right here and now. It understands itself completely so that it doesn't feel any sort of shame when it says no, any sort of shame when, we choose this yes and we say no to this. It's totally aligned, empowered. You are totally in your power, knowing who you are. And any fear, anything that comes up, you can walk right through it, knowing that on the other side of that, you are who you are, and you have a remembrance of the truth of reality. And you're not stuck in illusions of fear, shame, guilt, and all of these things that are truly not real. Okay, so that is mainly the 3 themes that are coming through for the month of June. This is a very powerful month. And like I say, something will be coming up today, will be coming up tomorrow to trigger you and really bring you back to one of these 3 themes that I talked about here today. So keep those in mind and, move forward knowing who you are. If this message resonated with you, or if you learned something from it, please share this message with others. Give me a like, a thumbs up, comment down below how it resonated with you. Leave me your favorite emoji, whatever you want to do to connect, and let me know that this message resonated. It really helps me to know energetically where the collective is, and I really appreciate it. If you are new here, I welcome you to this channel. I welcome you to subscribe and to come out. And, for my next video, I put out daily intuitive messages based on things that happen in my daily life. And every month I put out an energy update, much like this. Thank you again for watching, and I will catch you on our next message.